Today I'm out west on the Piccadilly line to head up to Alperton Bus Garage's open day. Before we start, I'd like to announce that there should be a new video early on next week regarding the first Northern Line train on the Battersea extension. At the time of editing, it's only 4 days away, so expect a video on the topic to come on Tuesday or Wednesday, the week after this video goes up. Upon arrival to Alperton Station, there's a rather good view over the roof of the bus garage, which is located just next door. On arrival into the garage, there was a large number of stalls selling various memorabilia, including items from the depot itself, which closed operationally the day prior to the event. There were also a large number of both heritage and modern vehicles on display. Heading to the smallest of the outdoor yards, there were 3 preserved heritage buses, including this classic red Routemaster with its iconic bench-style seating layout, as well as this preserved Dennis vehicle with all its original features intact, including an old-style ticketing machine inside the cab. Here you could also catch a glimpse of the more operational side of the garage, which was in use until the day before filming. On display was this Wright bus vehicle that was used in regular service on the garage's various routes. Personally, I found it rather interesting viewing these vehicles in this state, as it was rather strange to see an identical bus to the one I was on a week prior on the 83 in such an empty state. Heading upstairs, it was obvious to see that this vehicle had been in service very recently out of this garage, and will most likely be transferred to the Perivale Bus Garage to perform the same routes, most notably the 83 from Alperton to Golders Green. More on that later. There were various facilities available at the event, including the usual toilet facilities as well as a refreshment area. There was also a raffle in order to auction off the front sign of the garage. This is the interior of another classic red Routemaster bus, featuring the same bench seating layout and open rear platform. It also had a functioning bell on board. There were a few vehicles which featured an open cab, which allowed visitors to view inside the driver's position. This is a modern Enviro vehicle which remains in regular service. There was an alarm beep going off throughout the entire visit. I'm unsure of what this is though. You could also view inside the cab of one of the Routemasters that was featured earlier, as well as this heritage Metrobus vehicle from the 1980s. This bus also featured the same seating moquette used on the District Line D-Stock trains from the same era. It was at this point that I decided to head on out to the bus stop for one of the many scheduled free heritage bus rides. Unknown to me at the time, the first service I travelled on wouldn't be quite as heritage as I was first expecting. This followed the heritage route 46 around Wembley before returning. Whilst on board, I shall cover the history of the garage in detail. Alperton Bus Garage first opened 82 years ago in June 1939, operating 58 buses across routes 18, 46, 79, 83 and 83A. The garage was damaged extensively during a bombing in 1943, yet was repaired shortly afterwards. Alperton received its first Route Master buses in 1964, operating on Route 18. In 1989, Alperton Garage became part of the Centre West Company, which operated under this until 1995, when it was bought by First Group. The garage operated under First London until 2013, when it was sold to Metroline, who operated the depot until it closed. Closure was on the 10th of September 2021, a day prior to filming. All routes and buses were transferred to alternative garages nearby. Up until closure, the garage served routes 83, 204, 483, 487 and N83. Upon arrival back at the garage, I headed on board another heritage bus, this being a Route Master. We arrived at Metroline's Perivale Essential Maintenance Centre, where most repairs and overhauls of their vehicles are carried out. Also situated nearby is their Perivale Bus Garage, of which some routes and vehicles were transferred to from Alperton.
Just so people know, the place on the left is their central engineering work for Metroline. That's not nice.
That was actually quite strange for that to happen. Literally on camera. You might want to
Drive through it, unfortunately.
Here you can see some vehicles parked up ready for either light work or an extensive repair.
Is this more of your buses?
Yeah. So this is where they go in if they need overhaul or work done. We've actually got a bus garage as well over in the right hand side of the estate as well.
That was the end of my day here at Alperton Garage as I headed back into central London from Wembley Central Station. As stated earlier, a new video regarding the Northern Line extension is due early next week. Until then, thank you for watching.